I got broads in Atlanta.
Hey guys, welcome back up and all staying safe. I'm going to jump on this track by Nter featuring Puerile. This is called Silver Spoons. Thanks for everyone that's been watching, requesting, liking, commenting, doing all the good stuff, but don't forget to press subscribe, man. And I apologise, Isaac, if I said your name wrong.
Entourage.
Isaac Puerile. The entourage, Nter. Give it over.
Mikey Joe made this.
They wanna talk about that real shit, talk about that field shit, talk about that shit that gets you killed over deals quick. In the dock, 2 screws, cuffs to my shoes, witness in a box pointing fingers at you. Treachery's a common trait, come from best mates. Leave you waiting on the visa, stuck behind them gates. I done things for my team, lad, plenty. In a hoodie front seat, I'm bellied with a semi.
Ooh, out there in that fucking car, ballied up with his semi, man. Wait to jump out on someone, wait to do a drive-by. I said, I've done plenty for my team. This is the stuff that I've done. Which says, you know, you want to talk about that real shit? You want to talk about being on the field, being a ball runner, being, you know, playing the game, basically. Well, you're either going to get fucking taken out or you're going to end up in the dock between 2 screws, shackled to the feet, man. You're going to end up in people pointing fingers at you. And these guys out there are ruthless, man. Some of these guys will say, oh yeah, I'm with you no matter what. But some of these friends will turn fucking snitch on you and point you out, and then you're behind that fence, man. That is coming out, preaching to us, man. It's preaching.
With a semi. Real trapper sold wide by the pavement. Started off small time, then interstate engagements. Don't fuck this arrangement. Steel lane stainless. Real shit from a street cunt, no fakeness. But wait, you ever been sure that? Had to reload, cuz look up and pop back. Had to fight for your life in the middle of the night, because this life that we live, cuz most people dying, this is no
That's
joke.
true.
Done shit on the D-Lo. Trap house, cuz jumping on a kilo. Serve cunts, cuz from my car window. Lips locked, this a part of the G-code.
Yes. That's what it should be. Lips locked should be part of the G-code. Nobody out there pointing fingers at you in the dock, man. You shouldn't be there shackled with your own friends pointing fingers at you saying it's you. But he's just said, you know, I came from the bottom, man. I came from selling a bit of coke or drugs or whatever on the pavement to going to interstate, crossing borders with drugs, man. That's trafficking. That is literal trafficking. And then, you know, being in places, you know, with kilos here and kilos there. Out there straight trafficking this shit, man. Shooting, having to reload and popping back. This ain't no game.
Many nights swear to God thought this was it. Seen a kid bleeding out cause he got dipped. I ain't saying that I did that shit. I stashed that shiv in the creek near gunpowder on the sleeve of my coat. Jerry can cause I gotta burn these clothes.
Get rid of the evidence,
in a
man.
place that nobody knows. It's a part of the game, not a life that I chose, not a life that I want. Wrapped the rage from the cops, bagging up butte for the boys on lock. I started at the bottom and I've been to the top. Serve fiends on the block, felt the kick of a Glock.
You know, a lot of people say that they're doing stuff, yeah, and they're not really doing it. They're just doing it to get a bit of clout, to sell tracks and that. But he's basically saying, if you want to be in this game, this is the shit that you got to go through, man. Yeah, I've seen a kid bleeding out. I'm not saying that I did it, but I had to stash that knife in the creek over by and then I had to burn my clothes. You know, I've got gunpowder on my sleeve, but this is the stuff you've got to do if you want to be in this life. You've got to get down to the nitty and gritty parts. It's not all about flipping a few packs and, you know, and getting rich off it. There's people that want to take you out. There's people that you'll have to take out to progress or to look after yourself, and that's what he's basically saying to him, man. I've seen somebody bleed out. I've had gunpowder on my sleeve. I've had to feel the kick of a Glock.
Raised by the God of concrete in my veins. Saved by the same, someone took to the grave. Go back to the hood, shame there ain't nothing changed. Try to play by the books, there ain't no escape. Too many silver spoons, not enough for us fed. Got a kid stretched from the south to the west. For them I keep composure, give them one I go left. And get these dark thoughts heard, cause they're stuck in my head. In a trap with these cheese, watch for these rats.
Yes.
Real gritty in my city, so we staying strapped. God's kids, we're the ones he's forgotten. Spoon all bent with the blackest of bottoms. My mama died, so I fend for myself. Photographs of happy times on a dusty shelf, and I'm so sick and tired. It's fucking with my mental. My hands start to shake, take some pills, then I settle. They're telling me.
See that's the shit that's like fucking PTSD shit that he's been through. You know, he's got to take some pills so he can get over things that's happened in his life. You know, but so you know we're in that trap. You know, and the rats and the cheese. So yeah, obviously you go out there trapping, and cheese is money, and you always get these rats around cheese, man. I always get these people trying to get a bit of what you've got. So that's why I said you've got to be able to look after yourself, and you've got to know that at some point you might have to pull that gun on somebody. You might have to do fucking something that you might regret and they end up, you know, you might end up in prison by doing that shit, or you just might not be able to sleep or get over it. We'll just take it back to a little bit here because we're talking about his mom.
In a trap with this cheese, watch for these rats. Real gritty in my city, so we staying strapped.
Stay strapped, get these rats off your cheese, man.
Spoon all bent with the blackest of bottoms. My mama died, so I fend for myself. Photographs of happy times on a dusty shelf, and I'm so sick and tired. It's fucking with my mental. My hands start to shake, take some pills, then I settle. They're telling me and to bring back the old you. Gun on my waist, 22 with my shoe. I don't want that. You wouldn't either. Not a driller, but I'm quick to pull a cleaver.
Yes.
This ain't a game, cuz look where I come from. Counter jumpers breaking in us with the arm robs. In the trap, seen a bitch with a fit. Had a shot of ice, then she bounced with her kids.
Shit.
Cold.
So enter, bring back the old you. So you want me to come back with my gun on my hip and a 22 in my shoe? But then he says, you know, I'm out there, I'm not a driller, but I'll come out with that cleaver. See, that's not what you want. You don't want a piece of that enter. But then he does that, goes onto the bottom of the barrel basically, which is, you know, he's scraping up all the shit that comes with that lifestyle. You know, I've seen these girls with their kids, man. You know, they're fucking fitting because they're going cold turkey off these drugs, and then I've seen her get a bit of ice and then bounce with her kids. Yeah, she's got a bit of a come up, she's got a buzz, she's got a drug, she's got a hit, and then she's left, but she's left and took her kids with her. Because that's what addicts do, man. Fitting because she don't have her drugs, and then she's fucking walking around with her kids. That's fucking high as fuck.
Ain't a game, cuz look where I come from. Counter jumpers breaking in us with the arm robs. In the trap, seen a bitch with a fit. Had a shot of ice, then she bounced with her kids. Cold world, cuz everybody need a hood. Left the streets that as soon as I could. The good die young, I ain't ready for that. You see my heart.
Hang on, did he say, no, it's a cold world, everybody need a hood? But it sounded a little bit like he said needle hood, because he would talk about, you know, the chick with the drugs, you know, like shooting up, everybody needle hood. Hang on.
Cold world, cuz everybody need a hood.
God, need a hood, idiot.
As I could. The good die young, I ain't ready for that. You see my heart's in the hood, that's where you bury me.
Yeah.
This my therapy, lad. I can't talk to a doc, I can talk to the streets about the money and the plots. I'm trying to get some real estate and all I got was cell blocks. Rappers talking out of school and rappers get their house shot.
Rappers talking out of school and rappers get their house shot. Darry said, you know, I'm out there, I want to get that bit of real estate, man. I want to get out of the streets, I want to fucking make something. But the only thing I got was cell blocks, man. I didn't get housing blocks, I got cell blocks. But, you know, we're talking about, I can't speak to anyone. I can't speak to a doctor about the shit that I've been through. So this is my way out, man. I'm speaking to you. So I'm speaking to you over a microphone, or I'll speak to the streets about shit that's going down. You can't take stuff like this to a therapist.
Saved by the same, someone took to the grave. Go back to the hood, shame there ain't nothing changed. Try to play by the books, there ain't no escape. Too many silver spoons, not enough for us fame. Got a kid stretched from the south to the west. For them I keep composure, give them what I got left. And get these dark thoughts heard, cause they're stuck in my head.
Get these dark thoughts heard, cause they're stuck in my head. You know, there's two different types of silver spoons. There's a silver spoon, yeah, like rich people, you say people that are rich are born with a silver spoon in the mouth, so silver spoons. There's also the silver spoon on the flip side, which is a fucking spoon that you put your drugs in a little bit of water and you fucking cook it up with a lighter, stick it in a syringe, stick it in your arm. Two sorts of silver spoons, two completely different lifestyles. One, you're rich, you fucking can afford whatever you want. Other side, down on those streets, you down at the bottom and the pits. Two different silver spoons, man. Right, guys, that's that one done. Enter's gritty with this shit, man, innit? Enter's cold. Enter's ruthless. Right, guys, that's that one done. Thanks for watching, Let me know about anything that I missed. See you guys on the next one.